Okay, so this is gonna be part one to what if Deku made a deal with Bill Cipher? So let's get into it.
Running up and coming, ain't nothing, yeah, rookie of the year, I'ma keep it 100, cold-blooded, no budget, from nothing to something, I ain't bluffing, I got a full hand, and a full plan, I ain't gonna stop till I'm at the top, man, every single drop got me feeling awesome, I'm about to pop, started from the bottom, yeah, I wanna live, I'm cold inside, give all I have just to feel alive. I fight to live, I fight to strive. One day I'll have what I want in life.
So if you don't know who Bill is, there he is. He's on the screen. He's a triangle with one eye, legs, arms, a bow tie, and a top hat. And basically, what he is, like, he's just a demon from another world. And yeah. So when Deku was born, like, the doctor would have told his mom that he was quirkless. So she would, like, put him up for adoption. And eventually, like, no one wanted to adopt Deku. So, like, when Deku was, like, older, they would just put him in an orphanage. And no one in there wanted to adopt him either. But, like, Deku was, like, really smart. Like, for his age, he was like building things at, like, yeah, he was just building random things and, like, machines. Like, people would be impressed by him, but they also, like, I'm gonna say that quirks are more, I guess, praised, because I would just say, like, people, like, just, like, people that have quirks are, like, praised a lot more, and people without quirks are, like, looked down upon, like, more than in canon. So, like, everyone was impressed of how smart Deku is, but once they found out Deku was quirkless, like, they didn't want to adopt him. So eventually Deku, he left the orphanage, he escaped. And so he wound up in the forest. He decided to, like, make his own house there. He would start off with, like making a little shack for himself, made out of wood and all that. He would, and since he was smart, he would already know how to, like, build a house out of wood. So he would, like, make a shack. And yeah, like, he would also make a fire so he can keep warm. And then he would have to learn how to hunt, and he would have to learn how to make spears and weapons and all that. So as the years would go by, Deku over the years would make his house even bigger and bigger, eventually making it like 2 stories. And Deku would also have like a basement, like a really big basement. And he has been like, no, never mind. So Deku, like, once Deku was just he was just walking around the forest, and then eventually, I would say he has a bow and arrow, and he's, like, about to shoot a deer. But as he shot the arrow, the deer moved out of the way, and it hit a tree where the deer was standing in front of, and it made a metal noise. Yeah. And Deku, like, would walk over there to see what it was, and he would see that the arrow was, like, on the floor, and it wasn't sticking to the tree. So he touched the tree, and he felt that it was metal. So he hit it, and it made a metal sound. So he found a way to open it, and in there there was a book that says that has the number 3 on it. Yeah, there we go. So Deku would grab the book. He would, like, dust it off because, like, there's a bunch of dust on it. And I must say that Deku would read it, and it's all about these monsters that live in these woods. And I would say that that Gravity Falls, like, was in Japan instead of the Oregon. I think that's where it was in the show. I will say that like the city that Deku or the city near these forests was just turn was like Gravity Falls like years ago and all that. So like this book would just like be like telling, or Deku would be reading this book about these monsters that have been living in these woods for like, I'm gonna say like 500 years or probably even longer. And Deku's just amazed, and he would read about this portal that was in, like he would come to a page where it was just like half a triangle in the center of two pages, and the rest were like were in writing, and like there was writing, and it says like to open portal, like you have to collect all three journals and all that. So Deku would have to like find the other two journals, and Deku would have to, and yeah, he would just find the two journals. It would take him a while, but eventually he would find them all. And he would also come across a page about Bill, Bill Cipher, and it's like it has like a description of him, and it would also like say like do not summon him and all that. But Deku like Deku, or not Deku, the journal would say like he would make a deal with you, and eventually like he would just like kill you, I guess. No, he likes to make deals, and he like tricks you and all that to ruin your life. So Deku would be like curious about it, so he decides to summon it. So he summons Bill, like he has to do this whole ritual with candles and all that. So like he starts to like say like he starts to do the ritual. He's saying like a bunch of like words and all that, and his eyes would glow blue, and then he would just start talking in reverse, and then a bunch of clouds would start forming around him, not like above him in the sky. Then a portal would open up, and then it would get bigger and turn into a triangle shape, and Bill would be forming it from that portal. Bill would like appear, and Bill would say like, "Oh, like what happened to Gravity Falls? Like, huh? Like I swore it was here." And he would look around. He would look around and see Deku, and he would say like, "Oh, what are you doing here, kid?" And he would just like laugh, and he would say like, "I'm just kidding. I know who you are, Midoriya." And Deku would say like, "How do you know my name?" And Bill would say like, "I know lots of things, lots of things." And then he would say like, "Look what I can do," and he would lift up a tree and like carve it into like a giant sphere, and like throw it across like the forest. And Deku would be amazed, and like, "Whoa, like you have a, like, what are you exactly?" And Bill would say like, "I'm just an entity or whatever." Like he would be like messing with Deku, like he would just like be acting friendly, and Deku would ask like Bill if he knows about like anything about this portal, and then Bill would remember who like originally built that portal. So he gets like a grin, even though he doesn't have a mouth. He just like gives like a sinister look towards Deku, and he would tell Deku that he would help him build it. And Deku would say like, "Are you really?" And Bill would say, "Yeah, we're friends, right?" Deku would say like, "Yeah, we're friends." So Bill would follow Deku back to his shack, and they would start construction. Eventually, they would like finish after like, I want to say like a couple of months. So they would finish the portal, and one day that Deku was like sleeping, I want to say that Deku had a vision of Ford, if you know who he is. If you watch Gravity Falls, you know who Ford is. So he would get like a vision, and Ford would be in his mind, and he would tell like Deku like, "What are you doing? Like you can't trust Bill and all that." And Deku was saying like, "What do you mean? I can't trust him." And then he would say like, "The only reason he's like helping you with this portal is to unleash chaos around the whole world. He's done it. He's done it before, in the past, but he's gonna try to do it again and all that." And Deku would say like how can you be so sure? Like, and then Ford would tell Deku, and Deku would see like visions of like what happened like the first time Bill did this, and Deku would be terrified. Then Bill, not Bill. What Deku? Yeah, Deku. Deku would like wake up, and he would run down towards his basement, and he would say like, Bill, and then Bill would be in front of the portal, and it's like about to like open, and Deku would say like, "Bill, you lied to me," and all that. And all the, yeah, he would just say that Bill, well, he didn't really lie. I don't know. He would just say like, "Bill, what are you doing?" And Bill would say like, I'm helping you build the portal, and it's about to open." And Deku would say like, "What's on the other side?" And Bill would say like, "Oh, it's just a happy land with cotton candy and all that." And then Deku would say like, "No, you're lying. Like, I just had a vision. Someone named Ford just told me that you're gonna unleash chaos around the world." And then like Bill would get like kind of mad, and then he would like turn like a little red, and he would say like, in a sinister voice that, "Oh, really?" And like he would get like way like bigger, and Bill would say like, "Well, that's too bad. It's already opening." And Deku would say like, "No, I'm gonna shut it down." And Deku would run towards the switch, and he would run towards the switch to turn it off, but Bill would like, I want to say like, he would like use telekinesis on Deku to like throw him across like the entire like basement. Sorry about that, guys. Anyways, so Deku would get flown across the room, and Deku would like cough up spit, and Bill would say like, "A deal is a deal, Deku. Like, we made a deal. I'm taking control now." And then Bill would fly towards Deku, and he would enter Deku's body. And when Bill entered Deku's body, Deku would feel like pain all around his body, like his head would start to like hurt really bad, like his entire body is starting just to feel pain, and his hair would turn yellow, his eyes would turn or it would like his pupils would become like what Bill's pupils look like right now. And like if you look at the thumbnail, like there's like a human version of Bill. That's what Deku is going to look like. And Bill would say like, "Huh, I haven't possessed anyone in a long time, but it's not really suiting for me. Maybe one eye would be better." And Bill would claw an eye out, like his right eye. He would claw out Deku's like right eye out, and Deku like he can feel it, but he just can't he can't control his body, so he's just screaming in pain. So like Bill would say like, "Huh, that's better. Only one eye. How does it feel, Deku, to be in that much pain?" And Deku would like just be like, "I'm crying in pain," and he can't respond. So Bill would say, "Huh, let's put the portal on hold. I wanna go into town to find new clothes because these aren't really fitting for me." So Bill would walk into the city. He would like find like a yellow like coat, I guess. Not a coat. A jacket, yellow jacket, and like some yellow pants, and like basically he just has a yellow suit on with black shoes, white socks, and a black not a black bow tie with a white shirt. Sorry about that, guys. The audio, or not, the screen recording just stopped randomly. I don't know why, but anyway, so like that's basically his outfit, like Bill's outfit, and he didn't even pay for it. He just stole it. Like he just walked into a store, and he just like distracted the cashier, and I want to say that there were security cameras, and he like destroyed the security cameras, and he just stole what he's wearing right now. So Deku's like walking around town like with a grin. Well, yeah, Bill slash Deku, like he's just walking around town with a grin. Everyone's just looking at him because they just think that he's just odd. Like he also has a top hat. So I must say that I must just say that Deku is like 14 right now. And he's just walking. He would see like a couple of thugs in an alleyway, and Deku would like not Bill would like walk towards them, and he would say like, "Hello, gentlemen, like how are you guys doing today?" And the thugs would say like, "Huh, like what are you doing here, kid? Like get out of here before we hurt you." And Bill would say like, "Oh, you're not gonna hurt me." And one of the thugs would say like, "Oh really?" And they would charge at Bill, but Bill would just like turn intangible, and I would say that Bill would shoot like fire at him. Yeah, and he would like get burned alive. And the thugs would say like, "Wait, what did you just do?" Like, and Bill would say like, "Huh, I killed him. Now it's your turn." And then he would just, I would say that he can shoot lasers as well. He would shoot lasers out of like his hands. And he would like, and the laser would just go through like the thugs' bodies, and they would just die. And Bill would just let out like a sinister laugh, and he would just continue walking the alleyways, just killing like thugs and like some low level villains. And then like it's just been going around the news. Like a week has passed, and it's been going around the news that someone has been killing people in alleyways and all that. And I would say that Shigaraki is also like watching the news, and he's just wondering like who's killing all these like people, and he thinks that this can be a new a new recruit for his League of Villains. And yeah, Deku just continue or not Deku, Bill would just be continuing like just killing people, whatnot. And Deku has no control. Like he's starting to lose like all of his senses, like all of his feelings. And basically like Bill is just completely taking over his body. Like soon enough Deku like his mindset, or like basically like his whole like just basically Deku's like fading away. And yeah, and eventually Deku would just fade away, and all that's left is Bill just possessing Deku's body. And Bill would say, "Oh, finally, finally Deku faded away, or Midoriya faded away. Now I can do whatever I want." So Bill would like start flying around the city, and he would just be destroying buildings. He would be causing explosions, all of that. Then like some heroes would get called. They would try to take down Bill, but yeah, they would just try to take down Bill, but they wouldn't succeed. They would just get like, they wouldn't even be able to touch him. Like Bill would just be shooting like like Bill would just be attacking the heroes, and they would get like really hurt. Some of them were even dying. And as Bill is like killing slash hurting the heroes, eventually All Might would arrive, and then like All Might would throw like a smash towards Bill. Bill would not even be phased by it, and Bill would say like, "Is that all you got?" And he would just like flick his finger, and All Might would get sent flying towards 4 buildings, and he would like go through all 4 of them. And All Might would say like, "Who is this guy, and what is his quirk?" And then All Might would jump towards Bill, but Bill would just would point his finger towards All Might, and then like point it to the side, and All Might would just get flown towards the side, and he would like crash into another building, and Bill would start using his telekinesis on All Might. He's basically moving his fingers around and making All Might crash into different buildings and all that. And then Bill would slam All Might towards the ground, and the ground would would crack. And then Bill would say like, I've had enough fun for today. Like, bye guys. I'll see you guys next time. So Bill would like fly away, and everyone is just like in horror, and plus like everyone is just like wondering like who was that guy and all that. And yeah, so I'm gonna end it off here. I hope you guys like this part. Subscribe, hit subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.